Hey there, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Gwen from the Dr. Gwen International, Inc., and host of the iTunes show, the Dr. Gwen Podcast Show. Now, you have no doubt been following me on my page, and you've seen some of the videos that I've put out. Now, a lot of the videos that I have talked about over the most recent past have been videos relating to side income businesses. And if you are thinking that you're in the market to start something on the side, to start a business, or if you feel like your business is just kind of flat right now and it's not moving the way you feel like it should, then this is the perfect live cast for you. Now, I want you to pay attention to this because a lot of times people tend to overlook this one very important step. Now, in my conversations with you in the past, we have talked about a model that I believe is the be-all, end-all model of everything. It's the ACT model, and the ACT model is a model that I developed that is the formula for breaking through in any area of your life, whether it's personal life, relationships, or in your business. So in this ACT model, the A stands for awareness. If you've been following me for a while, you might have seen that live cast maybe a year or so ago. The C stands for creation and the T for transformation. Now, within that three-part model, there are a lot of pieces that are important. So what I will do is begin this next series of videos that will be guiding you through this process of this ACT model so you can begin to take a look at where you are right now in your current business, or if you are in the process of wanting to start a business, what exactly do you need to begin to look at to help you to develop a strong business from the foundation? Now, we talk about awareness, and I love awareness. With awareness, there are three basic important things, important parts that you need to be focusing on. If your business is flat right now, I encourage you to go right back to that spot. In that model, in that particular aspect of the model, in awareness, you look at self, and that self is the capital self. You look at yourself, you look at your spirituality, you look at your thought processes, you also look at your environment. That is, what are the components in your environment? What are the situations in your environment that are helping you to progress in your business or to even start your business? And then you look at others. The others in your environment are the people in your environment. So with that awareness, with that self comes clarity. Now, if you are stuck in your business and if you find it's not progressing, then there's a strong possibility that what may be happening is that you are lacking clarity among a lot of things. Now, I know I wandered around in the land of learning. I started my business education 7 years ago in 2010. I have invested tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in my own business training, my own business growth, my own business development. And interestingly enough, what I will let you know, which you may already have discovered, is that the education in the business is good, but it's never going to get you the results that you want. There are other things that are in the component of building that business successfully, which we're going to talk about throughout the series. But right now we're talking about awareness and clarity in particular. Clarity is a huge piece. For a long time, I wandered around in the la-la land of business because I wasn't clear about exactly what I wanted to achieve. I thought, okay, I want to build an online presence. And for a while, I didn't have a clear audience defined. I didn't have a clear message of what I wanted to deliver. And none of those things were clear. And what I find, and what you will find, and what you may be finding right now if you're stuck, is that that may be the case. A lack of clarity is what might be the reason for you. Now, that clarity may come in a couple parts. Number one, you may be unclear about exactly what business it is that you need to do. Because see, business is not you just jumping into anything and doing that anything. I fell into that trap quite early, back 7 years ago when I started. I started a business that I liked, but that business didn't really fulfill me. See, this is the thing that a lot of people don't realize, that you have to be in love with what you do. Otherwise, it's going to turn out to be mundane, and it's going to be drudgery over time, and you will no longer enjoy the process. And you're going to procrastinate and probably end up giving up. Or the business will flop, okay, because you don't have the energy or the reserve to keep going at it, nor the motivation. So that clarity comes from, number one, finding what it is that you really want to do. Now, if you were following over my last series of videos, what you will discover is that I did a series of videos called Side Income Businesses That Make You Money. And I covered a ton of different side income businesses. But you know what? Those may just not be the only side income businesses that are available to you. In fact, they are not. Because you've got some things that you love to do. You've got some things you're passionate about. You've got some activities right now in your life that could lead you to what that business may be. Realistically, everybody is not meant to be a business owner. Everybody is not cut out for business, because this type of business requires that level of dedication and focus that many people are not willing to give. I think that anybody can do it if they put their mind to it, but many people are not willing to do it. So you must know that you actually love what you want to do. And how do you figure that out? You figure that out by figuring out what your passions are. And when you think of passions, it doesn't necessarily have to be the work that you currently do. You want to figure out, what are the things that you really love to do? Like, it's not work for you. You don't consider it work when you're actually involved in it. Time just seems to slip away. What are the things that other people tell you that you're really, really, really good at? What are the things that you find that come easily for you that may be a struggle for other people? What are the things that people usually consult you or ask you for your opinion on? What are the things you dream about doing? And once you can answer those questions, then you may find that a pattern may evolve of things that you actually love to do. Now, what I like to tell clients about this when they're starting to do, hey there, Jackie, when clients start to get their businesses going, I also tell them to take some time out and talk to other people. Talk to them about what they think you are good at. But remember this one important thing, that you are the only person who can tell you what you love. No matter what anybody says in your life, no matter how much they love you and mean you well, only you can tell what you really love, because that is a feeling that you are the only one that's experiencing. So yes, you can ask for people's opinions, but in the end, you really need to check in with yourself to find that out. Now, the other thing you want to do is to find out, do you have some skills? Do you have some talents and some gifts that are associated with it? Because those skills and those talents and those gifts could also contribute to help you to figure out what it is you love to do for business. See, I want you doing a business that you love. And doing a business that you love is completely exhilarating. It is the most freeing and wonderful thing that's possible, especially when you finally get clear about it. Because as you will see as we continue this series, I'm going to walk you through some things that you need to do to make sure that you are being really crystal clear about the audience and everything else, because that is the one other thing that I find that's missing for a lot of people. A lot of the programs that are out there that are training people to do businesses are missing a big component. And I will tell you what that big component is as we go through the series, so you never have to encounter the stalling, even that I went through when I stalled in my business because I simply wasn't clear. But first, that clarity in figuring what you want to do, and if you've figured out what you want to do, then you also need to start taking a look. We're still in that awareness phase of your environment. That is, those people who are in your environment, the things that are in your environment, the naysayers, the physical things that are in your environment that may be enhancing you, moving you towards doing that business, or simply stopping you from doing that business. So it is yourself, your environment, and others. Take a look. That's what that whole awareness piece is for your business. And so that initial conversation is generally for people who want to figure what they want to do. Now, I have a free download that you can actually have that will help you to work through it. I call this the Magic Money Matrix, and it is at passionstoearnings.com. passionstoearnings.com. So if you go there, you download that free document, and in there is a Magic Money Matrix. You can work out. You will end up with a multiplicity of possible businesses that you can do that you love to do, you may love to do. And then we can filter that down to figure out which one makes you feel the happiest when you think about doing it. Because you know what? I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, feelings mean nothing and feelings mean nothing. You know what? Your feelings were given to you for a reason, a divine reason. And they are gauges. Those feelings will gauge you in the right direction towards your life. You can never, never, never downplay those feelings. Don't turn them off. Don't put them to the side. Pay attention. Because after all, let me ask you this. How do you really, really know when you love somebody? Isn't it the feelings? How do you really know when you are sad or angry? Isn't it the feelings? How do you know when you're happy? Isn't it the feelings? So those feelings are tools that you can use to advance your life. So on this journey, today we talked about the awareness part of this three-part model. And within that three-part model, there are five-part methodology. And so we're going to go on a journey over the next few weeks to share with you how you can advance your business. And at the end of this series, I have an awesome, awesome interview that I did with a very, very well-known young lady who went from literally rags to riches. And so that will be the culmination of this series when I put that video out. So I want you to stick with it. Come back next time. Come back next Monday at this time. and then we will continue to grow on this topic of what you need to do to grow your business. I love those love bubbles, and there's my friend Jackie Carter. She is here. She's amazing, and I am so happy that she's here. And I know there's others joining me, but I can't see who they are. I guess there has to be some kind of clicking in, but those love bubbles are just always my complete favorite, and I know that Jackie's probably sending them as well as everybody else who is joining me. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, or you can email me at info@thedrgwen.com. And I invite you to go over to passionstoearnings.com. I'll put the link on this video at the top, so you can click on it and download that free guide that's going to help you to figure it out, so you can be clear once and for all what you want to do. Then work through that in preparation for next week, because we're going to be building. And as we build, what I want you to do is to get your pen and paper and to work through it as we build, so that at the end of this series, you'll have something that you can be proud of, that you can begin to take off with, that you can begin to grow and put out to the market regarding what needs to be done about your business or getting your business off the ground. So this is a short broadcast. I'm trying to keep them within 15 minutes, not the usual 30 minutes. So I'm going to chime out now, and this is Dr. Gwen, skyrocketing your business profits from the inside out and empowering you to live the most amazing life ever. Love you guys.